Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Be careful what you wish for.
Now, as I said, everybody likes Joe. Everybody likes Joe. And even, I have to say, even talking about you in the third person, I'm uncomfortable calling you Joe. You're the Vice
That's
President of the
fine.
United States.
Yeah.
No. I want to give your office the respect it deserves. How much is that? Because people make jokes about the Vice President.
Oh, look.
Jokes about the office all the time.
Sure, they should. Look, no, they really should. There is no inherent power in the vice presidency. One of the reasons when the president first asked me to be considered to be, quote, vetted, and I said, Mr. President, I was then Barack, I said, Barack, I don't want to be vice president. And I'll do anything I can to help you because I admire that. I really did. Uh-huh. And he said, how much time do you need? I said, you said you needed an answer now. The answer was no. But he said, go home and think about it, talk about it. But here's the deal. It is directly a reflection of your relationship with the president. If you have a relationship with the president, then it is, and everyone knows if they do, if it's real, that you have his back and you also have his confidence, then you can really do something worthwhile.
Well, you're known to have a very good relationship with the president and to be a close advisor. Why is your relationship a closer one than almost any other president or vice president that I can think of?
Well, you know, I honest to God think that's true, and it's because all during when I was campaigning, trying to get the nomination in 2008, we had 13 debates. If you went back and looked, the only two people who didn't disagree on policy were Barack and me. And the thing I admire about him, you watch a person under intense pressure. And by the way, this president, whether you are for us or against us, has had more land on his desk than any president in modern history that was difficult. And I watch this guy. I watch him make incredibly difficult decisions in incredible crises. And you learn the character and the mettle of a man. And I just admire the hell out of him. But that at his root, what he's about is the thing we share in common. We are absolutely, thoroughly convinced and optimistic about the prospects of this country. I mean, we are so better positioned than any nation in the world. If we just get out of our own way a little bit here, no, I really mean it. There is nothing we can't do. And that's why it's, like that.
Well, you know, you're close policy advising of the president and being with him there for the tough moments. There is one job that preps you for.
Chief of Staff.
And I want to talk about the elephant in the room, which in this case is a donkey. Do you have anything you'd like to tell us right now about your plans?
Yes. I think you should run for president again, and I'll be your vice president.
Well, sir, you said recently, this weekend that you don't know if you are emotionally prepared to run for president.
Look, I don't think any man or woman should run for president unless, number one, they know exactly why they would want to be president, and two, they can look at the folks out there and say, I promise you, you have my whole heart, my whole soul, my energy, and my passion to do this. And I'd be lying if I said that I knew I was there. I'm being completely honest. But nobody has a right, in my view, to seek that office unless they're willing to give it 110% of who they are. And I am, as I said, I'm optimistic. I'm positive about where we're going. But I find myself, and you understand it, just sometimes it just sort of overwhelms you. Mm-hmm. And I can't be. I went out to. I went out to Denver and I landed at a military base and I met a whole group of military families, which is not unusual, on a rope line about 100 yards from the aircraft. And about 2/3 were in uniform, the other were family members. And I was thanking them, and I really meant it. This 1% is fighting for 90%, 99% of the rest of us. And I was talking about them being the backbone and sinew of this country, and all of a sudden it was going great. And a guy in the back yells, "Major Bo Biden, Bronze Star, sir, served with them in Iraq." And all of a sudden, I lost it. How could you, I mean, that's not, I shouldn't be saying this, but you can't do that.
We took a show to Baghdad a few years ago, and this is my first encounter with your son. We really wanted to interview him when we were over there. You were vice president, he was serving active duty over there, and he didn't want any special attention. He didn't want to leave his unit. He didn't want to be singled out. Why do you think he was so modest about his own accomplishments and he wanted to serve with such modesty?
Because he had such great courage and such great empathy. I mean, when he got to Iraq, he asked permission, was commanding general, would he take the name Biden off of his identification? I forget that, I think he had Roberts on it. Because he didn't want anybody giving anything special. The governor offered to appoint him attorney general. He turned it down. He wouldn't take it. They offered him to appoint him to the Senate seat that he could have done standing on his head, and he didn't do it. He didn't have to go to Iraq. He was attorney general of the state of Delaware. He had to get special permission and he went to get a former Republican attorney general and ask him to come and stand in for him, because under the rules, once you're federal property, you can't have any engagement in state affairs. And, I mean, this is who Bo was. It was just, and by the way, Bo, not unique, and there's other women and men who serve like that, but, he abhorred people who had a sense of entitlement. And he went the other way. I mean, he won the Bronze Star and came home and made us all promise that we wouldn't tell anybody he won the Bronze Star. No, my word. And when he went to an affair where Iraqi veterans were being honored, and he wouldn't put on his decorations. And he won the Legion of Merit. I mean, he's decorated. And General Ordiano's commanding officer said, "You must put it on." He would not wear, because that was Bo. It was like he didn't feel he was, my mom used to have an expression, and he lived it. And I know this is an Irish Catholic family.
No, I love how many times you said my mom had an expression.
Yeah.
Because my mom had so many expressions.
I know.
What's the use of being Irish if you don't know that life is going to break your heart? That's the best thing.
That's true.
So what did your mom say?
My mom used to say, "Remember, nobody is better than you, but you're better than nobody. Everybody's equal." My mother really meant it, pounded into our heads.
Well, there's another person who said that, and that's Thomas Jefferson. And this is why I think people want you to run for president. And I know that's an emotional decision you have to make. But it's going to be emotional for a lot of people if you don't run. And sir, I just want to say that I think that your experience and your example of suffering and service is something that would be sorely missed in the race. Not that there aren't good people on both sides running, but I think we'd all be very happy if you did run, and if you don't, I know that your service to the country is something we should all salute. So thank you so much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President Joe Biden.